here we are, graduation. Isn't that fancy? Well, some of y'all been waiting for an awesome speech from me, and some of you just want to get out of here. So, I'm going to make this speech out of pure, concentrated awesome. I'm not going to feed you lies just because you're graduating. Some of you are going to do better than others. And in college and jobs and whatever, that doesn't matter. It's okay. That's just how things are. There is something I do want you to do, though, and I know you can all do it. You can all be good people. A nice janitor makes the world a whole lot better of a place than his grumpy boss that supposedly did better. There's 6, let's call them elements of, let's call it harmony, that I believe just a little bit of in anyone can make the world much better. First up, there's compassion, or kindness. This one, nobody has any excuse not to do. In essence, all you have to do is not be mean. If a lady's carrying a box to a door you've been waiting for a friend at, open it for her. If you see a puppy, don't kick it. When you have the option of getting mad over something meaningless or not, just don't. Overall, it's really not hard to be nice. Next up, there's charity here, generosity. I don't mean that everyone should donate money to charities. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, everyone can give just a little bit to each other, which makes everyone better off in the end. If you have something you never use, there's nothing wrong with it, you just don't use it. And you have a friend that's been looking for it for, like, months, then give it to him in that situation. You'd even be generous enough to just sell it to him. Next up, we have integrity, or honesty. This one's not so much about others as it is about you. And honesty's really, really easy. I do it all the time. Keeping up with a web of lies, no matter how small, it's just too much work. If you feel the need to start spinning a web of lies, then you probably have enough problems that you don't need more work anyway. So, why not just be honest and save yourself all the trouble? Next up, there's optimism, or, well, this one's other name is silly. It's laughter. This one's simple too. Don't seek out things that make you sad, seek out things that make you happy. If you've been watching the news too much and you're getting worried about all the awful junk, stop it. Go do something that doesn't make you worried. People will like you more, which will, in turn, make you happier, which will just keep a positive feedback loop going, which makes you better off in the long run. In short, if you're happy, people around you will be. So just focus on that. Okay, any of you that have even heard about the concept of this speech or actually know where these elements come from, know what the last two elements are and that they only superficially fit the theme of this speech. First up, there's loyalty. So, yeah, there's the matter of not being a backstabber, which is basically what loyalty is. But there's also the matter of keeping promises you make. I've failed to keep up with my share of promises. We all have. But there is one that I most certainly won't fail. I promised a fellow named Spencer Vassallo that last year that I'd tell him that Final Fantasy VIII's a terrible game in my valedictorian speech. So, Spencer, Final Fantasy VIII is a terrible game. I knew writing that pause for laughter in there was worth it. The last one doesn't fit the theme at all. It's leadership, and by definition, not everyone can be a leader, because if everyone's a leader, then nobody's a leader, because nobody's following them. I can say that every one of you that does become a leader should take special note of the rest of the speech. When a leader's a mean person, he's not a very good leader, because the people that are following them don't want to do what they say do. If someone doesn't like their boss, they won't want to do what they say, but if they do, they will. So it's just better. I hope my speech lived up to the expectations so many of you told me you had. Let's go graduate.